hope everyone is doing well. Today we're continuing on with our season of rustic bakes by Rums cakes, and we're going to be baking a lemon and blueberry cake. If you've joined me the last couple of bakes, we've already done a red velvet cake and also a banana bread cake. So some of you asked me to do a lemon and blueberry cake as we're somewhat in the what should be spring summer season, although it's raining outside, so what are you going to do? Anyway, I hope you continue to enjoy all the bakes that we're making. Any questions, as always, feel free to ask, DM me, you know where to do that. And yeah, let's get on with the steps. Okay guys, these are the ingredients that we're going to be using today. I always like to give you a little snapshot of everything that you're going to be using at the beginning so that you know what we're up to. So at that top left hand corner, we've got lemon curd, we've got flour, we've got salt. Coming down, we've got baking soda, baking powder, we've got sugar, we've got butter, we've got lemon juice, we've got lemon extract, we've got buttermilk, blueberries of course, lemon zest and eggs. Of course, I've always prepared my tins well in advance, just makes life easier. We've got two 7-inch tins with flour and butter on them, just making it easy for you guys. Or if you want to do muffins, you can do muffins, lemon and blueberry muffins. When it comes to the equipment then, we're using an electric whisk, or if you don't have that, good old wooden spoon, bowl and a whisk. So these are the ingredients. Let's get to baking. Add our eggs into the mix, but to stop the mix from splitting slightly, we're going to put a little bit of flour in the bottom, and then we're going to add one egg at a time, if it will allow me. Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to whisk these together. Step, we're now going to add our blueberries that have been covered in flour from the recipe, so that extra flour is okay because that was already in there. And we're going to gently fold these in to the mix. We don't want to lose any of the air that we have gathered from the mixing of the acid of lemon juice and buttermilk with the baking powder and baking soda. So what that flour on the blueberries does is it helps to suspend them in the cake mix, and they will not do what they naturally would do, which would be to sink to the bottom of the cake tin, or muffin cases in this case. If you've tasted it and you feel like it still doesn't taste lemony enough, you can either add more lemon extract or you can add more fresh lemon juice. It's really down to taste. Okay, so now we're going to put the cake mix into our tins the 7-inch tins we've got here, and also any leftover cake mix. We're gonna make some lemon and blueberry muffins as well. So what I'm gonna do is, as you'll notice, I've got some lemon curd there, so that's gonna add a bit more flavor. So I'm gonna put this cake mix into the tins, and as I've mentioned before, if you want to weigh your mix, you can. I would if this was a professional situation, but it is not. So for the purposes of this video, we're just gonna do this by eye. Okay, you get the gist. Catch you anything. My cake tins are filled to as evenly best as I possibly made them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some lemon curd just to really amp the lemon flavor. So in the big cakes, what you do is you get a teaspoon or dessert spoon, your choice, and you dot lemon curd maybe in 3 spots in the cake. I'm going to do that in this one as well. As you can tell, there's no exact science to this, it's just as you feel. And then for the muffins, we're going to do the same, but this time we're just going to put a dollop in the center of each one. You can be as stingy or as generous as you like. Like I said, there's no exact rhyme or reason. We just want to amp up the lemon flavor. Right, so the muffins I'm going to leave as is, but with the cakes I'm going to swirl in the lemon curd so that every bite you get some lemon curd with it. Okay, that's it. So with the muffins, I'm just going to leave as is, and what's going to happen is as the cake mix rises, it's going to go over the top of the lemon curd and it's going to ooze and it's going to be lovely. You'll see. Okay, so these are going to bake now in the oven. These 2 cake tins will go on the same shelf, in the middle shelf if possible, and they will bake at 160 degrees, which is, I believe, 320 Fahrenheit. And gas mark 3, my favorite go-to temperature, I'm sure you've worked out by now. And these cakes don't take very long at all because they're sponge, so I reckon a minimum of about 25 minutes up to 35, but as always, put in a skewer, and if the skewer comes out clean, then you know that the cakes are done. The muffins will only take about 17 or 18 minutes, so again, you know what to do as last time. Put them in the last 15 to 17 minutes of the baking time of everything else, and you should get really cool, wonderful cakes. Okay, I'll show you when they're done. Okay, so the cakes have now come out of the oven. They took approximately 35, 38 minutes-ish. I put a knife in, they came out clean. So yeah, that's roughly how long they take. But again, everyone's ovens are different, so remember, the test is when the knife comes out clean, but try not to overbake them. It's very easy to do that. Leave the cakes to cool now in the tin for about 5-8 minutes, and then take them out and put them directly onto this wire rack. And then from then on, we'll leave them to cool down completely. You can put them in cling film, and I'll show you what I've done when I've put them in cling film, and then just wrap them in the fridge and leave them in the fridge to cool down completely. You could now leave them overnight and then deal with them in decorating them tomorrow. But as I want to show you in this video and not tomorrow, I'm going to put them in the fridge for a couple of hours and then I'll pop them out and show you how I'm going to decorate them. Right, so the cakes have been in the freezer now for about 2 hours, and they're nice and cold and firm to the touch. They're easy to work with. You could cut these horizontally in half, but I'm not going to today. Because there's far too many blueberries in there and I'm not likely to get a clean cut. So I'm literally gonna put this as my bottom layer, this is my top layer. I'm gonna put some cream cheese icing on there, some lemon curd, and then I'm going to put the top on, and I'll put a little bit more cream cheese and then cover it with berries. My tripod broke, so we're going to do this one-handed. Hopefully you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Right, as you can see, all the blueberries and the lemon curd has melded together nicely. So what we would normally do in this instance, if the cake was a little bit dry, we would put some lemon syrup. I'm only going to put a little bit because this is still quite moist and it's still a relatively fresh cake. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get some cream cheese frosting. I will show you how to make this in another video, guys, but for today, trust it's been made. So just put a little bit, don't put too much. The cake is already rich. And doing this one-handed, so bear with. It's going to be very rustic today. You get the drift. So this is just the basic cake with cream cheese frosting and blueberries in the middle. And what I'm going to do now is going to top it with more berries and a few lemon slices, and I'll show you the finished product. But you could literally eat it just like this and it would still be just as yummy. So here is the finished product, guys. A lemon and blueberry cake with cream cheese frosting, topped with strawberries, blueberries and lemon slices. I hope you'll enjoy making this beautiful cake. There goes the sun. Now you can see it better. Yeah, it's a really simple, really easy, really light, really fluffy cake. Great with tea. Well, great with anything really, is your choice. I hope you've enjoyed making this, and as usual, if you're going to make anything I've shown you how to do, just tag me using the tag @RumsCakes, that's RUMS_cakes, or use the hashtag RumsCakes. I would love to see what you guys are making, and of course any questions, feel free to DM me. It was nice to get questions on the last video on the red velvet cake. That was fantastic. People were really interested to know how to do the different steps, so that was great. So yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed the step-by-step, and I will do like some short videos on hacks on how to do like frostings and buttermilks and anything like that. So any questions you might have of things you want to see me do, feel free to let me know, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.